Hello, everyone. This is your gracious ghost, the Jelly Ghost, and I have big news. I am doing a test month-long charity event where I will be streaming every single day throughout August to bring awareness to the White Cane Project. Why is this a test charity event? Well, this is to raise awareness to fellow streamers and content creators for the real month-long charity event for the White Cane Project all through October to fall in line with World Sight Day, the annual day that brings awareness to the visually impaired on the second Thursday of October, which is October 10th this year. I want to encourage other streamers and content creators to reach out and volunteer to do their own charity streams to get the word out there and help bring donations into the White Cane Project. But what is the White Cane Project? Well, luckily for you all, I have two very special guests here to answer all your questions. So please welcome Mary and Philip Sotelo from the White Cane Project. Say hello, you two.
Hello.
Hi, Jelly. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Keeping myself busy. So, and I had this idea that came up. So I'm really glad you guys both came here to let me interview you. Um, as you both know, I've been working close with you behind the scenes, so I know a lot about you too. But I want the viewers to get a chance to know about you and the White Cane Project. So, what is the White Cane Project exactly?
Well, the YCAM Project is a nonprofit charity that is a 501(c)(3), and any donations made to us are tax deductible. And the purpose of the YCAM Project initially was designed to provide free navigation canes to those who are visually impaired here in the United States. But we have recently expanded internationally, with our focus at this point being Mexico. We do hope to expand soon, and we can take it from there. And if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, is a navigation cane. If you've ever come across someone who's a visually impaired person, you'll notice that they are walking around with a white cane where they're swaying it back and forth, and that helps us, included, to navigate our surroundings and walk a lot safer than without one.
I see. And why did you both start the White Cane Project?
Well, as it turned out, we have a mutual friend, and she was visiting a school for the blind in Mexico City. And as it turned out, she told us that the school is not government funded, so it also relies on donations. And because of that, obtaining navigation canes is quite an expense for them. So the students had to just create their own canes out of makeshift, or using tree branches, taping cans end to end, and broomsticks, really. And they just take it from there. And that's just not something we could, allow to happen. So that's why we created the White Cane Project. Really, it was Mary's idea, and I
Mhm.
just fell along, and she's the
I
president.
am the president of White King Project. But it was both of us, really. Both of our ideas. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I did a little bit of research, and there's a couple of other nonprofit charities that provide guide cans within the United States, but what makes you stand out from them exactly?
Well, as I indicated previously, the White Cane Project itself recently decided to go international because, based on our research, we came to the realization that there's a lot more need internationally. Here in the United States, you do have several organizations that do provide free navigation canes at no cost to American
Hmm.
citizens. Unfortunately, there's many organizations like the School for the Blind in Mexico City all around the world who are surviving on donations, and we want to bridge the gap to make sure that we can provide free navigation canes to as many people as we can. In addition, if we can get the funding, we want to be able to send trainers around the world to teach how to use a navigation cane.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's good. Well, you mentioned Mexico earlier, how you found out about how they didn't have government resources for that. Would it be safe to say that that's currently your focus in the White Cane Project?
It is. There's many organizations around the world that are government funded. Some governments themselves do have their own organizations. We want to focus on the ones who are pretty much standalone.
Okay. And how much would you say is how much is it to provide one white cane to someone who needs it?
It's around $50 per cane
on average.
on average, and those are the folding canes. We send folding canes, not the canes that are just straight, the ones that don't fold, because those tend to snap very easily.
Hmm.
And with the terrain in Mexico and other countries is kind of rough, so we give them more of a heavy duty folding cane, which costs about $50 per cane.
In addition, some canes have what we call pencil tips.
Hmm.
We want to provide what are also available rolling ball and marshmallow tips.
Hmm.
And those make it easier to glide across rough surfaces because they roll across
Yeah,
instead of sliding across.
yeah,
I assume it's based mostly on preference, so you're giving them more options on what kind of cane tip they want to use.
Oh, most definitely.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that definitely sets you apart from a lot of the guide canes because a lot of them are just the pencil tip straight canes. They aren't
Just
collapsible at
standard.
all. So
Yeah, they're just standard straight canes with just a pointy tip that gets stuck into everything. Because I have one and I don't use it because of that fact.
Yeah, I started out with a pencil tip can, and when I discovered the marshmallow tip, it was a life changing experience for me.
Hmm.
Like Mary
yeah,
said, they get stuck, but the rolling ball and the marshmallow tips pretty much eliminate that.
Yeah.
yeah. I all I can think of is I don't think we really want to have a situation where you guys accidentally pull vote yourselves because of those canes getting stuck.
Yeah, it's called getting impaled. I have been impaled on one and it doesn't feel pretty right into your chest. It's not
I
nice.
can't imagine. And like, so we talked about canes a lot, and you mentioned about how they're a really useful tool, but just how crucial is it for a blind person to use a guide cane?
The best example I can say is for someone who has vision, put a blindfold over your eyes and try walking. That is the best way to describe what it's like to not have a navigation cane.
Yeah, they are an extension. They are our eyes. It's an extension of our body. We use it as our eyes. Because so without the cane, we have no idea where we are, what's around us. It's kind of our filler.
I imagine
That's
it
what
adds a lot to your identity as visually impaired because it's a very recognizable symbol to other people to let them know you're blind.
it is. But lately, there's a fashion trend going on where there's colored canes now. I don't know how to feel about that. Does it
They're
match
just
my wardrobe? I don't know.
I mean, in the end, some people see it as an accessory. They're trying to be trendy.
I
I don't
guess
think it
so.
gets. I don't think it'll take away from the imagery, but I obviously I can't really say on that. It
Yeah.
really depends on the person, I guess.
Well, it kind of takes away the white cane
Hmm.
project, you know? There is a reason why it's called the white cane because that's kind of what we were known to always use. And now everybody's getting purple ones and pink ones. But to each their own, that's what I say.
No,
Whatever.
it's understandable. There's nothing wrong with being traditional.
Yeah.
Like I mean, as a streamer, I'm always hearing all the new slang and stuff
Yeah.
from from the teenagers and stuff, and I can't keep up with that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
like I'm not very old myself, but I feel like it because of all the stuff I don't relate to. So
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with being traditional about it.
Yeah.
Um, but it does bring up the question, like, how difficult is it being visually impaired yourselves to run the White Cane project?
Oh boy.
Well, he runs it mostly. I'm the president. I'm the face of it. He's the
It,
workhorse of it.
That sounds a little that sounds like the job description right there.
it can be a little bit hectic, but thankfully, with the available technology that has just boomed in the last 5 years, it does make it easier to run the project. Now, mind you, uh, the board consists at this time of three board members, and one of our board members, the vice president, he is sighted, so he plays that role. We do have a volunteer that works with us, and she also plays a significant role in what we do.
Mhm.
Many times over, just to verify, I have to rely on our volunteer to make sure everything's running okay. But to begin everything, I use the technology that's available for people who are visually impaired
Mhm.
very often. So it has its obstacles, but the reality is it's not as difficult as it should be.
Yeah, it's a little bit biased coming from me, who's, as you guys know, a virus with AI, along with a group of my other friends being AI. But I
Hmm.
imagine that AI has come a long way in being able to help you guys as well. Like
Yeah.
not just to brag on my own end, but how would you say AI has helped you exactly?
Oh, yeah, I mentioned the technology boom that we're going through, and AI in the last 6 months alone has been very significant. We use one particular app that is provided by Be My Eyes. And initially, that app was you'd call a volunteer and they'd help you read things, find things, set things, etc. They entered a feature called Be My AI. And
Mm-hmm.
all I got to do is point my phone at anything, whether it's a document, the room, outside of my house, the car, whatever. It'll give me a very, very detailed description.
Hmm.
And when it comes to the YCANE project, as an example, if I need to verify what a document is, I can take a picture of it. Not only will it tell me what the document says, it'll tell me the orientation, meaning whether it's right side up or upside down.
And you can ask it a question,
And
and
you
it'll
can,
answer your
yeah,
question about the document. Hmm.
Oh, that's really good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. I do have just one more question
Mhm.
regarding the whole project for the month-long stream coming in October. So, like I mentioned before, this is to bring awareness to other streamers and content creators. This is all a test month, just mostly being done by me, but I'm hoping October we'll get more people involved, get the word out.
Mhm.
So what would you say exactly to the streamers and the content creators that are considering volunteering to do the charity live streams for the White Cane Project as well?
Yeah.
that's just almost hard to say. We definitely do need the support.
Yeah.
We really want to reach out to all the organizations worldwide and tell them we were able to get this cane for you because of the help that we received from so many people,
Hmm.
across the world itself. And we want to be able to do it, with a sense of, I guess, completion. But the reality is, with the White Cane Project, we can't do it on our own.
Yeah.
We do need funding. We're hoping to get sponsors, and we hope to just take it from there. We've already reached out to several worldwide
Mhm.
organizations to ask them what is their status as far as canes, and the need is there,
Yeah.
and we want to be able to fill
We
that.
can use all the help we can get in any
Yeah,
form.
and I know you guys aren't exactly gamers yourselves, but I'm pretty sure
Um,
it'll put them in a really good light if they all come in support of this and
yeah.
get the word out there.
Yes, we
So
yeah, everybody.
so like I'm really hoping that a lot of people will come out and like do their part. It really give it'll put them in a good light for the visually
Yeah.
impaired. I know there's even a couple of games out there
Yes.
that are designed for the visually impaired, and I
Or
imagine there's gonna be a lot more to that.
actually designed by visually impaired too.
Hmm.
They're designed by
Designed,
visually
tested.
impaired.
So
Yeah. Yep.
I can only imagine it's only going to advance further and further as we go along, especially as we raise awareness.
Yep.
Is there
For sure.
anything else that you guys would want to bring up before we start wrapping things up?
Well, if anybody wants to get in contact us directly, they can email us at operations.twcp@outlook.com. They can call us at 956-238-7753. We could use the support, and if anybody knows of someone who might be willing to sponsor what we're trying to do, we'd be more than happy to accept it. And we do hope that we can accomplish all this and
Yeah.
just get our goals met.
And also, we have a live stream every other Monday. It's called the Two Blind Mice Show, the TWO, not number two. We're on YouTube and we're on Facebook, StreamYard Live. We will have a show this Monday. If you can join and
Well,
like our
this
shows.
Monday at this time of recording, because
Oh,
this is going to be
sorry,
playing
sorry.
throughout all of August.
Oh, sorry. We'll
But you
have
guys,
every other Monday we have a show.
yeah,
Yeah,
like if you guys want to keep up with it and know exactly when they're going to be having their
yeah,
broadcasts, they'll be streaming throughout the whole month, and obviously the rest of the year. Like they said, they do it every other Monday, so go follow them so you can be in the know. And uh, there was one more thing I was gonna say, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, right. And of course, if you guys want to also donate, you can find a lot of the resources. I'm pretty sure that you guys have the resources about the White Cane Project on Two Blind Mice as well, right? You guys mentioned it
Yes, we
on
do.
there?
Yes.
Yeah, so you
Yes.
can find their PayPal to go to be able to donate to them. And if you're gonna be watching, if you're watching my stream right now, as you see this, just put you could just go scroll down and go to the donation button, and that'll go right to the Kofi, or you can just type exclamation mark TWCP, and that'll also bring up the link in chat. Every little bit counts. Every cent goes towards the $50. The goal is going to be every time $50 from one cane. We'll keep track of how many canes we managed to save up for. Anyway, thank you both so much. It's been great having you both here, and I hope everyone watching has learned something new. Please consider donating to the White Cane Project, which, like I said, you can do through the donate button below or typing the command I mentioned, !TWCP. And of course, please spread the word by sharing my channels on Twitch and YouTube or following my Twitter account, all of which you can find below for getting the information out about the charity test stream. And of course, spread the word out about their Facebook, their YouTube. You can go to whitecaneproject.com to get all the information you need. But yeah, thank you again, Mary and Philip, for coming over to talk with everyone.
If I can offer one correction,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
our actual website address is thewhitecaneproject.org.
.org. Yeah, that's right. I didn't actually write that down. I thought I did just in case, and I didn't. So I was shooting my shot and hoping I aimed right. But thank you for letting me know.
It's okay.
But yeah, well, with that, it's time to get on with our stream. So this has been your gracious ghost, the Jelly Ghost, hosting the White Cane Project, and let's get back to the game.
Bye, Jelly Belly.